Yo guys, what's up? It's your boy KGC Epic. Now this is a video about some of the anime characters that I think are really cool. As we know, there are a lot of anime characters out there that people would think are really awesome. Here are just a few. Now the first one is Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard. Now Edward Newgate was ranked as the strongest man in the world up until his death at the age of 72 at the Battle of Marineford in One Piece. Now he's really cool in like more ways than one, truth be told, because first of all, not only is he the strongest man in the world, he was one of the four Yonkos. He was one of the few pirates out there that even made it to old age, to the point of even being feared and revered. He had a bounty of 1.8 billion, and it was a battle of 100,000 Marines versus 1,000 pirates, and the 100,000 Marines barely won. I mean, like, if Whitebeard wanted, he could have sunk the island. He could have sunk the island, and every Devil Fruit user could have just been fucked, royally fucked. Truth be told, if the island had been sunk. Now, another other things that made him really cool and made him stand out is the fact that, first of all, his death certificate. Whitebeard took like 100 cannon wounds, 500 something sword wounds, no, 500 something gunshot wounds, and I think 700 something, or was that 1,000 and something sword wounds. Someplace around there. Anyways, it was just off the charts. His sheer strength alone is enough to make him reach this list of being one of the coolest anime characters. Plus the people that he was a captain of, such as Heatfist Ace and Marco Phoenix and all these other people. He's definitely badass, for sure. For sure. His crew, everything about him is badass. His backstory, the fact that he was one of the few pirates, not even a few pirates, a few people in One Piece that could even par with Goldie Roger. It's just insane. It's just insane. So he's definitely one of the coolest anime characters. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me on this one. Number 2 is Itachi Uchiha. Now, Naruto finished, I believe, a year ago, something around there. And everybody would agree with me that Itachi is definitely one of the coolest people to be in that anime. Of course, there is the Boruto, which is still going on, but it's the next generation, so you're not going to really see people like Itachi and them who have already passed on. Now, things that made Itachi cool, first of all, his sheer strength. As a prodigy, Itachi was one of the best prodigies in the Leaf Village. He was a Jonin at what, 6? And captain of the Anbu Black Ops by 13. He single-handedly murdered the Uchiha clan, which were revered as one of the strongest clans in the Leaf Village. And he planned out everything. From the moment he was given the mission, he planned out everything. That he wanted Sasuke to kill him, all that. He even joined the Akatsuki's. And even in the Akatsuki's, amongst all the S-class ninjas in the Akatsuki's, Itachi was definitely one of the strongest out of all of them. And even though Itachi is an Uchiha who didn't unlock his Eternal Mangenku Sharingan, I still pick him over Sasuke any day. Even though Sasuke got that huge power up at the ending of the war to fight Kaguya, I still pick him over Madara. Even though Madara is this legendary ninja that fought against Hashirama and all that shit, I definitely pick him as the coolest Uchiha. Like, for sure. In terms of fighting, the way he's always calm, cool, and collected, the way he always has everything planned out, the way he does everything is just freaking cool, truth be told. I mean, he just, like, I don't even know. I don't even need to say anything based on Itachi. I could have just, like, slide through these 4 fucking Itachi picks and be like, you know what, I don't need to say anything, because everybody should know by now that Itachi is freaking awesome and Itachi is freaking cool. Enough said. Seriously. Now, number 3 is Gilgamesh from Fate Zero. Now, if you had watched Fate Zero, and I'm talking about the original Fate Zero, not the remake that they had, which was Fate Zero TV, you would know that Gilgamesh was insanely OP and insanely cool. Like, out of all of the, I forgot what you call them, Rider, Archer, Saber, Berserker, and Assassin. Out of the 5 of them, he was definitely the strongest. I mean, I remember when they were fighting, he was just toying with them. Like, his ability, the Gates of Babylon, and then his Noble Phantasm, which is the word sword thing, is just insane. And plus the way he belittles everybody, like he knows he's badass. I like people in anime that are badass and they know they're badass and they make their badassery even more badass by acting badass on top of that badassery. If you understand what I'm trying to say right now, you know, that double phantasm that he used in that fight when it was him versus Ryder, and Ryder used his noble phantasm where he summoned his army and brought everybody to another dimension and used it to kill Assassin. And then he thought he had Archer in the bag. He thought he could have fucked up Gilgamesh with it, and Gilgamesh just pulled out that fucking sword thing and just crumbled everything and had Ryder like a little bitch. And Ryder was like really cool. Like Ryder, a lot of people like was rating Ryder like, oh, you know, that's Alexander the Great, this, that. And then Gilgamesh is like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. And that is the Gates of Babylon. I mean, it's really cool, really cool. Character design, character, the way they portray the character, everything about this character is very awesome, I must say. Number 4, Sebastian Michaelis from Kuroshitsuji. The Kuroshitsuji is Black Butler. Now, if you watch Black Butler, you will know who Sebastian Michaelis is, obviously. He's a demon that CL Phantom Hive made a contract with so that he could bring back honor to his family name after they suffered, well, whatever casualties they had suffered, which was their mansion burning down. I believe his parents were killed. He was sold off to some kind of weird organization. All sorts of weird shit happened, right? And the reason why Sebastian Michaelis is cool is because he's like this sly type of character. Like, you don't know what he's thinking, honestly. And if you ask him to do something, if CL asks him to do something, he will do it in such a manner that he makes everything look easy. And you would think that some of the things that they do, because they do a lot of sick shit in this anime. Like, I would understand why some people don't watch it, because some of it is kind of gory and kind of psychopathy in a type of way. Like, for example, I remember when CL's aunt, Madame Red or whatever her name was killing prostitutes and taking their wombs out because she couldn't make children, or even where they were kidnapping children and using their bones to make prosthetic limbs in the freaking circus. I remember all that shit. Now, like I said, it's a bit weird sometimes. Like, if you're not into that kind of creepy shit, then you would probably watch a different action type, fantasy type anime rather than Black Butler. If you do watch Black Butler, you will know that CL is really sly. He knows how to trick people. I remember him tricking like so many people, basically doing whatever he wanted whenever he wanted, just based on the fact that he was smarter than everybody. And he's also really powerful because he's an actual demon that was summoned by CL and all this sort of stuff. So it was really cool. He's a really cool character, and if you haven't watched Black Butler yet, I would recommend that you check it out. Number 5, Levi Ackerman from Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titans. Now, everybody knows Attack on Titans. When Attack on Titans came out, everybody was on like white and rice. Like, I had my friend who doesn't even watch anime. Like, he doesn't even know. Like, if I ask him who is, let's say, QB, if I say who is QB or Kurama, he would be like, what the fuck am I talking about? That's the kind of person he's, and he watches Attack on Titans. That's the kind of shit that happened when Attack on Titans dropped. Like, everybody was on it. Oh, Attack on Titans, this new anime with a lot of plot twists, a lot of suspense, a lot of mystery, all this shit, whatever. I mean, if some people like watched the anime, like the manga, and they knew a few things about it. Like, I remember when the truth about the whole Titans thing dropped. Some people were really disappointed in it, but whatever. Anyways, coming back to Levi, he's really awesome, and he's definitely one of the coolest anime characters you're going to find, because first of all, he's one of the few people that actually know how to use the 3D maneuver gear, up until a point where you can make Titans your little bitches, basically. Like, you don't even care whether the Titan is a freaking abnormal one or a regular one, or a 15-footer or a 7-footer. Like, he's one of the few people that is just badass on like many levels in that anime. Like, his kill count, the way he kills them, the way he talks to Titans as if like they're nothing compared to other soldiers that are like, you know, oh no, a Titan, that kind of shit. Plus his general personality of just basically doing everything in a very straightforward manner, while still being cool and collected, calm and everything. Like I remember when he and Mikasa had to fight Annie and they demolished that bitch like nothing. That all like some sick shit, you know? So he's definitely one of the coolest anime characters out there. Now this is my list. Like I said, it's a short list that I made of some of the anime characters like off my head who I think are really really cool. Now I could make another list, which I might, but for now, these are the 5 anime characters that I think are really awesome. Like insanely cool. If you think this video is really awesome, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Be awesome people, do epic things, and as usual, have a nice day.